All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, sisters, YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I apologize for the video quality here. It's only about 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere along in there. And of course, it's really dark here in the South. All right, but I got a few things that I'm actually going to speak to you about. A few things I'm going to discuss with you here just for a moment. And one of the things that I'm going to discuss here with you just for a second is I just got finished talking to a pastor friend of mine who is from Chicago. And he has actually let me in on all the stuff that is going on in Chicago right now that we are apparently are totally oblivious to and we have no unearthly idea what's going on. So I'm going to try to remember all of these facts one by one. All right, number one is last month, President Obama had 4,000 cops in Chicago for this big, gigantic meeting. Of course, you know, it's all under the guise of, you know, we need to do something about public safety and all this other stuff, but these people are gearing up for something. And you need to think about this. Listen to me very closely, okay? Because, you know, he covered it up by showing him at the Bulls game and stuff. But let me tell you something. A president just don't be going to games, just be going to games. It's all about deflecting. That's how they do, deflecting what's really, truly taking place. So you listen to me real close. Listen to me real close, all right? Also, Rahm Emanuel, all right, think about this. He said that Chicago is going to be a safe haven for refugees. Now, you think about this. What is going on in the world today? If Chicago is going to be a safe haven for refugees, then you tell me what better way for a terrorist to actually get into a major U.S. city than to pose as a Syrian refugee with no ID. Now, that's in lieu of all the sales that are already here in America. America's a time bomb waiting to go off. It's just that the powers that be is simply not going to tell you. All right, on another tip, more news. Apparently, in Chicago, very graphic, and the court systems, the law enforcement officials up there in Chicago have been fighting and trying to get this video out. But apparently there's been a boy, a young man, that has been shot 16 times by the police up there in Chicago, and they trying to prevent it from getting out because they don't want another riot in a major city on their hands. But the judge is saying it's got to be released. It's got to be released because it's the law. Now, apparently, the mother of the deceased young man doesn't want his her son being a martyr or whatever out there all over the news media, YouTube, Facebook, social media, whatever it may be. But think about this for a second. From what I hear from my news sources, they say that this family has already been paid $5 million for the unlawful death of their son. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more reported about the alternative news media. I thought I'd just go ahead and let you in on my conversation I just got finished having with my buddy, a friend of mine. I want y'all to be encouraged. Don't believe anything that the mainstream news media is sharing with you because it's all a lie.